Hello, welcome to Dating Data. What is your name?
Robert Lewellan.
How do we know you?
I don't know if you do, but if you do, from working in television for the last 25 years on a show called Red Dwarf, a BBC comedy show which has recently been relaunched, I think, almost. And also I did a series on Channel 4 for 10 years called Scrap Heap Challenge.
What's your relationship status?
I am married and I have 2 children.
Are you happy with your marriage?
It's quite difficult. 22 years we've been together. I still madly love my wife. I've never had a problem with that, but we're both creative and quite difficult and moody human beings, and it's not easy.
Gosh, you sound suicidal. What are you doing about this?
How long have you got? My current relationship is in a period of, I hope, very creative flux, and we're working together to try and reach a level of greater happiness and satisfaction with each other.
Good for you. Please tell me about your first date.
If you're not including having sex, my first date was with Karen Saunderson, whose father owned a furniture shop in Northampton, and she had red hair, and I thought she was gorgeous, and she was about as interested in me as she was in eating a bar of soap.
Did you graduate from college as a virgin?
I didn't go to college.
What's the one thing you wouldn't tolerate on a date?
If my romantic partner suddenly revealed a strap-on, I think that might put a bit of a crimp on the whole proceedings.
I guess it would. Who would you most like to take on a date?
I would love to go on a date with Jodie Foster.
How far have you gone to show your love to somebody?
My wife's Australian, so you know, I've travelled 12,000 miles to prove that I loved her on many occasions.
What's your number one tip in the bedroom? My
number one tip is to be quite dominant, strangely, because I'm not a very butch man in my daily life. A lot of people have thought over the years that I was gay because I'm slightly fey and a bit camp at times. But I'm comfortably heterosexual, and I think some of my partners in the past have expressed pleasant surprise that I'm not a sort of wimpy, limp, sort of wet, you go on top, darling. I'm a little bit... I'm just thinking of some of the people who could see this and how humiliating that would be. Sorry.
No apology required. Why would someone fall in love with you?
I truly don't know, and I still don't quite understand to this day. And I have to accept that some people have. Not many. I think probably 5 in my whole life. And I'm always a bit baffled by it, and I think some of them have been too.
And finally, what advice do you have for modern daters?
Honesty is the most important thing. If you try and pretend to be something you're not, you'll be found out so fast. Believe me, I'm speaking as someone who knows.
Thank you, Robert. Goodbye.